morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Addison Mahon.
And I'm Sienna Moffett.
This year, Roseville Joint Union High School District has combined many previous 3-day weekends into a week-long break deemed President's Week, better known as Ski Week. We go to Carter Maldonado with more.
President's Week, also known as Ski Week among many students and teachers, is being implemented into this year's school schedule for the first time. President's Week is a week break scheduled for the end of February.
Every 2 years actually, the RSCA, which is like the teachers representative union board, has the opportunity to create a calendar for 2 school years. And a couple of years ago, there was a push for people to take, instead of taking 2 3-day weekends, take them as a week.
Sophomore Ari Estacio believes that the addition of a week off is a smart choice.
I think it's good that we have a whole week off instead of just having some random Mondays off.
Junior Rocco Bassinelli is looking forward to the break and already has plans.
Yeah, I'm so excited for President's Week to get a week off. I think I might go skiing, go hang out with some friends, and I might go to Santa Cruz with a couple of friends too.
While Weiss is concerned students are going to need a review after the break, she is also excited for the week off.
I think the students will be happy to have the break. I think it's a little bit of a bummer because it's right in the middle of the quarter, right? And so kids are going to have a gap in the middle of the quarter that we don't normally have. Me personally, I'm going on a cruise, so it's going to affect me in my happiness a great deal, right? Because I'm going to be on vacation.
Thanks, Carter. Ski Week begins on February 20th. Students will then return to school the following Monday.
On Monday, the RHS Art Club is hosting a paint night from 6 to 7 p.m. in room 100. Students and family are welcome and hot cocoa will be provided.
Paint night's just a night for everybody to kind of come out, teachers, students, families, it doesn't really matter, to just paint the same picture the day before Valentine's Day. It's just going to be some little heart balloons floating through some blue sky.
And now to Joseph Bianchini with sports.
Good morning, welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Joseph Bianchini. On Wednesday, 2 more RHS athletes signed their national letters of intent. Liam Crow officially signed to play lacrosse at Sonoma State, and Emma Meadows officially signed to wrestle at Chadron State. This brings the total of RHS athletes taking their game to the next level to 5. Crow and Meadows join Parker Hellickson, Gwen Foreman, and Belle Luna. In other sports news, the California Interscholastic Federation, or CIF, approved girls flag football as an official school sport throughout the state of California. Although it is an official school sport now, it does not appear that RHS will offer it for the foreseeable future. In terms of game action for the next few days, we'll see the girls basketball team conclude their season tonight versus Wood Creek at home, and a handful of wrestlers going to the divisional tournament today and tomorrow. And finally, before we let you go, we've got a couple of top plays to leave you all with. We'll start things on the wrestling mat where Campbell Pritchard pretty much just straight up manhandles his opponent. I would never want to step on the mat again if I were his opponent, especially after Pritchard styles on him at the end. Next, we bring it over to JV basketball where Ren Marsh takes Bella Vista's cookies before heaving it to JJ Young, who yams it home. That's got to hurt to be a JV Bella Vista basketball player, dude. It's just got to hurt. And finally, we end things off with girls basketball against Yuba City. Roseville needs a 3 to send the game to double OT, where Grace Aubin hucks it up and hits nothing but net to send the game to a second overtime. And check out Lil Bro going crazy over here. As a reminder, send all top plays to the Google Forms in our Instagram and Twitter bios to get your glory on the broadcast. And that's all in your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Joseph. Lately, there have been cancellations of popular Netflix original shows that make people wonder why that is happening. Shows such as Inside Job, Lock and Key, and Raising Dion are just a few recent fan favorites that have been canceled, while in the past, Netflix canceled shows fans fell in love with, such as Anne with an E, The Society, and I Am Not Okay With This. The answer to these cancellations is told by Peter Friedlander, who is the head of UCAN scripted series and oversees the strategy and creative development for Netflix both in the US and Canada. He revealed that Netflix looks at the long-term life of each show and makes a decision to cancel them based on that estimation rather than the show's performance when it was first released. In other words, a show's popularity won't save it from being canceled, which leaves fans disappointed. Canceling shows based on their long-term life isn't the best way to consider whether or not that show should continue running or be canceled. And if they continue to do this, then that would lead to the downfall of Netflix. In other news, EOT has its own podcast you can find on Spotify, You can find it at TigerCast EOT official podcast or find the episodes on iTheTigerNews.com. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Victoria.
Over the past years, RHS has experienced numerous different guitar teachers. We go to Ryan Collins with more on Roseville's newest guitar teacher.
Recently, Mr. Austin's intermediate and advanced guitar class has been passed on to a different teacher new to Roseville High School's staff, Mr. Albertson, a professional guitar player.
I've been playing string instruments, but guitar specifically for about 20 years. My first string instrument was guitar, but I also played bass, mandolin, violin, cello, ukulele, and a lot of other things.
Mr. Albertson looks forward to encouraging others and helping them through their musical journey.
I enjoy being able to help people beat challenges, and music specifically can be a pretty challenging subject, but it involves all different aspects of technique and knowledge, and I like how those things come together and we create fun sounds.
Mr. Albertson enjoys many different aspects of music as a whole.
I've always been interested in the social aspect of music, how it's part of all kinds of celebrations and happy moments and ways to express how you feel. And so since all of my friends and family were interested in it, I was just naturally interested in it and wanted to take it as far as I could go.
Mr. Albertson is well versed in his comprehension of music, knowing how to play a majority of instruments within the string family.
Can't you see? No good without you. Take my love, I want to lose it.
I specialize in string instruments like violin and guitar and cello and bass, but I also play piano and drums, and I also am a blues harp player.
Mr. Albertson's main focus as a professional musician at the moment is performing with his wife.
I mainly perform with my wife as the Albertson duo, and we do acoustic covers, and that's my main focus right now.
Mr. Albertson's original motivation to start music was his friends in high school.
All my friends were in bands, and I wanted to play and hang out with them, and so I bought a guitar and started to learn from there and just kind of fell in love with it.
Mr. Albertson looks forward to teaching at Roseville High and utilizing his teaching skills to inspire others.
I'm very excited to be here at Roseville High School. It's a school that I'm familiar with from growing up in this area, and so I'm excited to see how the guitar program is going to build and get you guys playing more shows like me.
Thanks, Ryan.
That's it for us today on I, the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at iTheTigerNews.com. See you next time.